This is Dr. Mustafa Haraki from the Lebanese American University. I'm recording this video for my students who are taking the managerial finance course with me this summer. And the aim of this video is to help the students become confident with using the Texas Instrument calculator, the BA2 Plus. This is just exactly the same one as your calculators. It just looks fancier. It's the professional edition. No big deal. It's the same calculator with the same functions. So I'm gonna start with the number of decimals. So the number of decimals here is 3, and usually we want a higher number of decimals, so we go to second format, which is here, and then enter the number of 6, for example, enter, and now you have 6 decimals. Now, the very basic functions of the calculator. Before doing anything, we clear our work. So second CEC, second future value, which is a clear time value of money settings, and then assume that we have a future value that we need to reach of $1 million in a time of 10 years at the discount rate of 12%, and we are adding nothing annually, so the payment is 0. Compute my present value, so how much I need to invest today in order to reach this $1 million in 10 years at the 12% discount rate. So we start with the 1 million positive number, future value, 10N, I is 12, 0 payment, compute present value, and this gives me 32,1973.23. So I need to invest 321,000 and something. Now, what if I add to this, instead of a 0 payment, I will have the same aim of reaching the $1 million in 10 years at the same discount rate, the 12%, but now I'll be adding annually a value of $20,000. So what my present value will be. So again, the 1 million is my target, future value, the N is 10 years, I is 12, and I'll be paying $20,000 each year. Paying means that it's a negative cash flow, so it will have a negative sign, and this is my payment. Compute my present value, so I will need to invest 208,968.77 dollars, and of course it has a negative sign, which means that it's just like the payments, it is being paid. Okay, now assume that, so this is an even stream of cash flows, the $20,000 that are being paid over the 10 years consistently. Assume that now a new setting where you have $30,000 over 3 years, then $20,000 over 2 years, and $50,000 at the 6th year. So the timeline will look like that: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is 50K, 20K, 20K, 30K, 30K, 30K. So the question is, what is the future value for this stream? What I can do using the calculator, of course you can do it manually by discounting each and every one of these back to the present value and getting it to the future value, or you can compound it. So this is 50 at the 6th, take the 20 here by multiplying by 1 plus r, multiplying by this one by 1 plus r squared, and so on. The smart way is to go to the cash flow and clear my work. So the cash flow at time equals 0 is 0, so 0, enter, go down. The first one is a 3 consecutive payments of $30,000, so $30,000, and this is a negative payment because we are paying this. Enter, go down. This is a frequency of 3 because it happened 3 consecutive times. Enter, then go down. The second stream is 2 multiplied by 20,000, so 20,000 negative. Enter, go down, frequency of 2, enter, go down. The third and last one is 50,000 negative, enter. By default it's 1, so we will not change it. NPV, assume that I is equal to 12% as well, so 12, enter, go down, NPV, compute. So the value of this stream today, so the present value at time equals 0 is $121,445.4. It's a negative value because we entered the values as negative. If you were receiving this stream of cash flows and not paying this stream of cash flows, then it will be positive. It doesn't matter at the moment. Now, this is the value of time equals 0. I want the future value of this at t equals 6. So what I'll do, I'll go to the home page, enter 121,445.4 negative as my present value, 12 as I, n is 6, 0 payments, compute future value, and this will give me, so the future value at t equals 6 is equal to $239,711.7. So the stream shown here is equal to 239,711.7 at the 6th year given this interest rate. Now assume that we have an investment. So you receive this offer from your investment banker that you will invest today $100,000 and you will receive for the following 6 years as well. In year 1, so this is a negative, it's an investment. In year 1 you will receive let's say 20,000, year 2 20,000, year 3 30,000, year 4 40,000, and year 5 40,000. That's it. Let's stop at year 5. Okay, now, so should we go for this investment given the interest rate or required rate of return of 12%? What we need to do is to compare the initial investment, which is the $100,000, to what? To the present value of the stream, of the cash flow stream. So this can be done easily using the calculator as well. We'll go to cash flow and clear our work. Our initial investment, which is CF0, this one, is $100,000 negative because we paid this. It's a negative cash flow. It's going out from my hand. And then enter this, go down. The first consecutive stream is $20,000. It's a positive. I'm receiving this. And this value is occurring twice, so frequency 2. Then go down $30,000. Again, it's a positive number. Go down by default, it's frequency of 1, so I don't change it. Then go down $40,000 occurring twice, so $40,000 enter, and a frequency of 2. Now compute NPV. They ask me for the I. I'll give them my required rate of return, which is 12%. Enter, go down, compute NPV. So it's a positive $3,272. So NPV is positive, so it's a good investment. Okay, I think so far that's it. There is one more thing that we will use in the investments and decision making chapter. I'll just mention it now for completeness. You don't have to worry about it, even for exam 2. So we'll simply assume that the same stream. There's something called IRR. This IRR is the internal rate of return, and basically it's the return that results in an NPV equal to 0. So go to cash flow, the same thing. I have all of these entered, just like this timeline. And now I will ask for IRR, compute. It's 13.14%. So if I discount these values back to 0 to time 0 at this rate of return, I will get an NPV of 0. Anyway, we will discuss this further in due time. That's all. If you need anything, please send me an email.